Hello everyone on YouTube, welcome to Magic in the Kitchen with Chef Merlin. Tonight we're going to be cooking a Sesame Chicken Stir Fry, and I'm actually using the recipe off this bottle of Bronco Bob's Orange Bourbon Peppercorn Sauce. You can get this sauce at World Market, and that's what we're going to be using as our sauce base for the Sesame Stir Fry. We've already put about half a cup in marinating with the chicken this afternoon. I left that in the refrigerator for about 2 hours to marinate up. And right now we're going to start getting our vegetables ready for the stir fry. Now you always, when doing a stir fry, want to get all your vegetables chopped up and ready to go right at the beginning, because you don't want to have to be chopping vegetables in the middle of your stir fry. For one, you need to be continuously stirring your stir fry, and you can't be spending time doing other things while doing that. And for another, you don't really have a lot of time in between when the chicken goes in and when your vegetables start to come in. So you want to get all this out of the way up front. Now we've got a about half a cup to a cup of sliced mushrooms, however many you want. You can change it to your own taste. I just kind of eyeball it, see about how many I want. And we got 2 stalks of green onions. And we're just going to cut these nice and fine. Okay, those are our green onion. We're just going to add that to our mushrooms, which we have right here. All of the vegetables for this dish are going to go in at the same time. So you can just all add them all to the same cup. Good thing I cleaned off my surface. I am making a mess. Now we got one red bell pepper, which is going to go in here, and you're going to want to slice this by going around the core right here. Oh, I slipped a little bit. Use a paring knife is the best way to do this. And then we just eject the core like that. You're still going to get a little bit of seeds, but that's the best way to get all the seeds out of your way, is to just do that first. And then we can just chop it in half. We want to get rid of all this part right here you want to get rid of. And then we just chop them into little strips. Once you have these strips, just go ahead and give them a chop in half. I like to some of the bigger ones you're going to want to cut maybe into thirds or fourths. Really, in a stir fry, you like to get a whole bunch of different sizes going on. Makes it look a lot better. So, you get a few different sizes going, you're fine. So now we have our red pepper chopped up. We just throw that on in our vegetable mix over here. Always when scooping, use the back of your knife. You don't want to dole up your knife by scooping using the front. I see a lot of people make that mistake, and it's really going to shorten the life of your knife. Okay, so those are our vegetables. We got those ready. We're going to add a 1/3 cup of sauce at the end. So we're just going to go ahead and get that ready so we don't have to do that. And we got sesame seeds, and we're going to use some olive oil in the bottom. Okay, everyone. We are now ready to start cooking. Just put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. Just use your eye, about enough to cover the bottom. And you're going to wait till that gets heated enough that it starts to smoke. And we got it on high heat. You're probably going to leave it on about high to medium high. You always want to cook with real hot temperatures when you stir. Here's our chicken that's been marinated for about 2 hours. As soon as this starts heating up, we're going to go ahead and throw that on in there. And we got some rice. I'm using boiling bag rice. It's really simple to use. Starting to heat up on the back burner. It's going to take about the same amount of time for it to cook. And we're going to serve this over some rice. Okay, it's starting to smoke now. All that in there. You don't have to get all the marinade out. You want to stay up on this. Keep it moving around. I'm just going to turn it down a little tiny bit. Not too much. You're going to want it on about medium-high. On the wrong burner for the rice. I wonder why my arm is getting so hot. And you're just going to... The best thing to do is to use 2 paddles so you can just keep it moving. You're going to cook this a few minutes until it's most of the way cooked through. Like I said, with stir fry, you want to keep it moving quite a bit. You don't want to let it sit there too long. Just kind of use this tossing method rather than flipping. I'm using bamboo spatulas. They're better for stir fry than any other spatulas you'll get out there. You can get them pretty much anywhere that sells woks and stuff like that. If you don't have bamboo, you can always use metal or plastic. But plastic, you want to be very careful it doesn't start to melt on you. We're about ready to throw in the veggies. So in they go. Now we're going to stir these veggies around just for a few minutes. In stir fries, you don't want to overcook your vegetables. You want them to be nice and crisp. Okay, this is about the time when we add our 3rd cup of the sauce. And we're going to cook this in about 1 more minute and our stir fry is done. It smells good. Okay, and here's the finished product. Sesame chicken stir fry served over a bed of rice. We used 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, diced, half cup of orange bourbon peppercorn sauce for the marinade, and a 3rd cup of the sauce near the end of the stir fry. We used about a half cup to a cup of sliced mushrooms. We used 2 stalks of green onion. We used 1 red bell pepper. We used a sprinkling of sesame seeds and a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. And this is the result.